Government forces made yet another huge find as they continued clearing operations against Maute terrorists in Marawi City. This time, they recovered 11 kilos of shabu valued at over 100 million pesos from a Maute position. Troops also confiscated high-powered guns which the military described as not ordinary firearms. More of this report from Rocky Ignacio.
The government forces have recovered more firearms in the continuing military operations against the Maute group in Marawi City. In the Mindanao Hour briefing, presidential spokesperson Ernesto Abella said recovered firearms indicate the enemy forces continue to dwindle.
Progress on the ground continues to be positive, although action is carefully calibrated. Civilians killed by terrorists, 26. Civilians rescued by government troops, LGUs and CSOs, 1,637, or an increase of 1. Government casualties, recovered firearms by government troops, 250. Terrorists killed, 257. Government casualties killed in action, 62.
AFP spokesperson Brigadier General Restituto Padilla said that recovered firearms from the terrorists are not ordinary firearms.
So you may not be aware of the nature of the confiscated firearms. These are among the firearms that have been confiscated, and they are not ordinary firearms at all, but high-powered firearms that can fire from afar, hit targets, and destroy them.
Although there is no direct threat in all ports and airports, the AFP maintains high security alert nationwide. Padilla said this following the arrest of 3 suspected Maute members in Iloilo.
And may I take the case and the example of 4th Infantry Division, who covers Iligan and Cagayan de Oro. They have been conducting, together with their counterparts from the police, over 8,000 checkpoints already since the start of the conflict. So since May 24, 8,752 checkpoints have been established to safeguard the main supply lines and the avenues that could be possibly done.
The AFP official also encouraged the intensification of immigration procedures in the Philippines to block possible entry of members of international terrorist groups, including ISIS. AFP Chief of Staff General Eduardo Año is now in Indonesia for the launch of a trilateral agreement for border areas with Sabah and the Philippines.
Kailangan din patibayin natin o palakasin natin yung ating procedures sa immigration. So ito yung unang line of defense natin eh.
Meanwhile, Padilla reiterated the importance of martial rule for the early arrest of suspected persons behind rebellion in Marawi City.
After all, in the pronouncement and declaration of martial law, di ba sinabi niya, if you are a law-abiding citizen and you're a peace-loving citizen, martial law is not a problem that you should worry about, because martial law is intended for the lawless elements and the rebels that are around.
At present, General Año directed the AFP Engineering Brigade to start rehabilitation and reconstruction in Marawi City. For the Nation, Rocky Ignacio.